Hey folks, it's Brian Bassett here again for a Week 14 Jets translation after a win over the Jaguars. First up, Mark Sanchez, the somewhat beleaguered quarterback, talks about returning to the starting lineup and how he felt coming out of the game.
I feel confident every week, so that doesn't change. And, just another good win for us, and got to keep rolling here.
Translation, it's a relief to not have to throw the ball that much, and it's even better to do against a bad team like the Jaguars. So yeah, I mean, certainly I'm sure he's feeling a little bit confident, and like you said, he's confident every week. But it's easy to beat up on a bad team, and thank God for the second half because the team was obviously having trouble in the first half. Next up, Rex Ryan talks to Rich Cimini. Asked a question essentially asking Rex Ryan, would he have taken Mark Sanchez out of the game? Watch Rex get a little bit snippy here.
Would you have considered, if Mark struggled, would you have put Tim in as a coach's decision replacement?
Again, I wasn't going to put a backup tackle in, so absolutely if that would have happened. So, Rich, I mean, what do you want me to say?
Translation, I haven't put in a backup quarterback until Greg McElroy was active all season. So why would I do it, now that Tim Tebow is the number two and I, dodged the Greg McElroy question by deactivating him because of, migraine issues for Joe McKnight. Essentially, Rex is subbing the left guard position every 3-4 series, whatever. And, he's getting snippy about asking, would he have subbed in Mark Sanchez if he struggled? You know what? I mean, he wasn't great in the first half, but he certainly wasn't lighting it up either. What the Jets did was they just pushed Mark Sanchez out of the way in the game plan, and that made all the difference. Next up, Calvin Pace talks about, why things are finally clicking, with his defense and with the team. Watch this.
That's how Mike and Rex built this team, is physical offensive and defensive lines, physical running backs, and that's basically the blueprint of what we do. It's kind of bad. It just took us 12, 13 weeks to finally figure that out, but it happened, and like I say, hopefully we can keep riding and handle our part and win the rest of these games.
Translation, quarterback who, when you have a game where your quarterback throws 19 times, throws for 111 yards, no interceptions, notice he talks about the offensive line, the defensive line, the running backs. He doesn't talk about the quarterback spot. And so essentially they've pushed the quarterback aside, made him a non-issue. And, you can win. You can do that against teams that can't defend the run. And that's what we saw yesterday. He talks a little bit about continuing to win games. Listen here to Bart Scott talking about the P word.
We don't even deserve or warrant the right to speak about the playoffs. So all we have earned is a right to talk about the Tennessee Titans next week on a national stage. Hopefully we can show the entire world what we're all about, and that we are collectively together, and that the locker room is still unified.
Translation, playoffs? Obviously it's insane to think that this team is literally in the hunt for the playoffs. I really don't see that happening for this team, but they're there. I mean, they're actually there. You look at the numbers, they're there. And so you think about, right, they have to take care of business. They have to win all the remaining games on their schedule. But at the end of the day, what would have happened if the coach had intervened sooner into this mess 2, 3, 4 weeks ago? What would have happened? This team might look a little different, might not be in the situation where they're literally playing with their backs to the wall. We'll see what happens in coming weeks, but Bart Scott's right. Got to take care of business next. We'll see what the future holds.